Alright, so you've done the tutorials and it's time to create something new that you may appreciate. I'm going to start by using the text tool and dragging it out there, and I'm going to put my favorite words on it. Of course, it's ModTech because that's what I dig. I'm going to pick a font that I think is cool. Sure, I like that. And then I'm going to use the cool tool to rotate it. Notice if you move right to the lines on the longer lines, it goes by easy numbers like 90. So there I've got it moved. I'm going to lift it up. And then I'm going to add a rectangle. And I want to make a real cool little name plaque. Super simple. So I'm going to geometric. I drag the box. One of my rules when we build is that things are small, so I'm going to shrink this box down to 2 millimeters thick. I'm going to make it nice and long, but I also don't go past 70 millimeters, so I'm going to stop at 70 millimeters. And this is perhaps the coolest tool. I'm going to hit the letter W to turn on a work plane, and it asks where I want to put the work plane. I want to put the work plane right on top of my little plaque. Then I'm going to grab the cool little word we built. I'm going to grab its edge and slide it over. And I want to put it on that work plane. So right here, I'm going to grab the down arrow. And I'm going to bring it right down until it says 0. So now it's at the right height. And then I'm going to go over to this side. And I'm going to shrink it in so that it fits. And then I'm going to cheat and just drag it back with that same little square. And I'm going to go on the other side and use the square. And I'm going to grab it across. And now I've got my cool little ModTech words on my little plaque. At this point, I'm going to shut off that work plane by hitting W and just clicking again. I'm going to click on my rectangle and I'm going to make sure its measurements are acceptable on every side. Just like I tell you that I won't go past 70, I like when you keep it under that 20 as well. So there I've got mine at 18. It looks nice and oriented. And now I look for errors. Hopefully you noticed that this piece of the E has nothing attached in it. This M works out kind of cool because it touches the ground. But that E is a problem, so then we fix it like this. We grab another box, we drop it in. I'm going to bring it right to that same spot, and I'm going to shrink it. I'm going to shrink it. Orbit so I can see the sides. And I'm going to bring it in so it just barely touches that E on that side. I'm going to bring it in so it just barely touches on this side. And then I'm going to make it invisible by bringing it inside the shape. So it holds everything together, but it's hard to see from the inside. When you move the mouse over things, you can see them even though they're on the inside, but now you can see I've got a nice little nugget in there that's going to hold that in place. When you've got a cool object that you would like printed, you can at that time take your design, go to Properties, and give it a better name. So I'm going to call mine ModTech now. And then what is so cool is you can go to Design and you can upload it to Thingiverse instantly. You have to authorize it. You have to tell it OK. You have to agree and authorize. And bam, it will link up with your model on Thingiverse. So you can eventually publish it and share it with me for printing, if you have the 25 interactions. Initially it shows you this no images thing, but if you wait about 60 seconds and then press F5 on your computer, it shows up in its ready to print version. If you go into ThingView, you can look at it from every angle and see how awesome your cool creation looks. Once you exit ThingView, you publish it by simply hitting publish. You can fill in any information you want. You can give it tags. I'm going to tag mine with HL ModTech, and then I am simply going to hit publish. This is the important thing I mentioned earlier, though. We have to wait 24 hours before we can really publish it. So I need to say OK, save and view, and then wait another day before I can share this with the world. And most importantly, Mr. Harmon. So there you go. That's how you create your own thing and publish it to Thingiverse.